Plato, the ancient Greek philosopher. While it's challenging to narrow them down to the most unique 50, here's some as quotes. 1. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. 2. Courage is knowing what not to fear. 3. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. 4. Justice means minding your own business and not meddling with other men's concerns. 5. One of the penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. 6. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. 7. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. 8. Ignorance, the root and stem of every evil. 10. The heaviest penalty for declining to rule is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. 11. The price good men pay for indifference to public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. 12. Necessity is the mother of invention. 13. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. 14. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. 15. The measure of a man is what he does with power. 16. The soul takes nothing with her to the next world but her education and her culture. 17. Ideas are the source of all things. 18. Wealth is the parent of luxury and indolence, and poverty of meanness and viciousness, and both of discontent. 19. The most virtuous are those who content themselves with being virtuous without seeking to appear so. 20. The only real wealth is the wealth of the soul. 22. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future life. 23. He who is not a good servant will not be a good master. 24. Rhetoric is the art of ruling the minds of men. 25. Justice means giving everyone his due. 26. The city is what it is because our citizens are what they are. 27. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. 28. When men speak ill of thee, live so as nobody may believe them. 29. The just man is most free from disturbance, while the unjust is full of the utmost disturbance. 30. No one is a friend to his friend who does not love in return. 31. The unexamined life is not worth living. 32. Courage, above all things, is the first quality of a warrior. 33. Wonder is the feeling of the philosopher, and philosophy begins in wonder. 34. The measure of a man is what he does with power. 35. For a man to conquer himself is the first and noblest of all victories. 36. Those who tell the stories rule society. 37. Astronomy compels the soul to look upwards and leads us from this world to another. 38. We are twice armed if we fight with faith. 39. One of the penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. 40. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. 41. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. 42. Love is born into every human being. It calls back the halves of our original nature together. It tries to make one out of two and heal the wound of human nature. 43. Ideas are the source of all things. 44. The man who makes everything that leads to happiness depends upon himself, and not upon other men, has adopted the very best plan for living happily. 45. Justice means giving everyone his due. 46. No law or ordinance is mightier than understanding. 47. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. 48. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. 49. The only real wealth is the wealth of the soul. 50. Philosophy is the highest music.